Thank you so much for joining us and for tuning in. My name is Ogaga Otaotu. Today we'll be talking about a very special topic, and it's all about settling for less. Will you settle for less? Or are you already settling for less? Anyway, there's so much we'll be talking about today on this topic. And our guest is already seated here. Willi Sowho is a veteran broadcaster and administrator, PR specialist, that's what I call him, a superb marketer. I can just go on and on and on. Thank you so much for coming on the show, sir.
Always and forever, we are very appreciative of being here.
Thank you.
Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, let's rock and roll. So, the topic is all about do not settle for less. So, how do you describe that? What does it mean? What does it take to settle for less in the first place?
Well, if you ask me, they shouldn't settle for less. Why should a woman settle for less, or why should a man settle for less? I mean, you know the things that tickles you, or what titillates your fancy, and the things that make you happy. Because as far as I'm concerned, happiness is everything. Happiness is very, very important. And you just cannot go for somebody that is below your standard. It's as simple as that.
Below your standard?
Yeah, below your standard. You must have the requirements, you must have the attributes that you like, that you love in your man. In your man. I mean, you can't go for a man, for example, you are a university graduate, you cannot go for a man that is a school set holder.
Oh.
Or you go for a man that is a trader because he has money. You won't be happy.
As a graduate, you don't settle for a man who...
Certainly,
but some people do it and they're happy.
Certainly not. Do you know of anyone? I don't know of anyone. I don't know of anyone. I mean, a woman who is an executive in a blue chip company, in an oil and gas company, in a telecom company, in an insurance company, in the banking industry, you know, in a manufacturing firm, will settle for somebody that is below standard. He said, no, there's no way you'll be happy. You must be happy. And there are men out there. It could even be at the twilight of your life. It could even be a man who has been married before, maybe divorced, or a man who has been married before and is bereaved, or say divorcee, a widower. Yeah. You know, and then a man like that can be connected, you know, to a lady who's that old, 35, 40 years. I don't know if a woman up there marrying their driver. Certainly not. That's an extreme case. I don't know if any.
Yeah, but we've heard stories like that. I don't know of any, but we heard stories like that.
Yes, maybe somebody that is a middle class, but you are upper class. Okay. You know, but certainly the happiness of the woman matters a lot. There's no way you can be happy. You know,
how? Would it be that there's a what you call?
How are you going to communicate?
There's a gap, communication gap.
How are you going to communicate with that person? You are speaking English, he is speaking Pidgin. We're talking of topical issues. He's talking of Big Brother Nigeria. He's talking of Big Brother Africa. We're talking of Z World and Telemundo. No, certainly those are complete turn off. I get turned off, for example, if I'm speaking English and you're speaking Pidgin. I will tell you, I can't take it. You know, so a woman that has paid her dues, a woman who has gone through the mill, a woman who has gone through school and school has gone through, you know, should be able to at least settle for somebody that is of her class. If there's anything, she'll even settle for somebody that is above her class.
Above her class. But how many do we have there? How many of them do we have?
How many of the men?
Yes.
There are a lot. There are a lot of the men. If there's anything, the men who have been given the opportunities.
Okay, let me rephrase my question. I'm sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
How many of those men do we have that are single? I think that should be a better way.
That are available.
That are available.
That are available.
Yes.
You know, we've been hearing of all kinds of statistics that there are more women than are men. And that the men that are even there, either they are reverend fathers, or they are in prison, or they are gays, they are homosexuals, or they are married. Or they are dead.
Mostly they are married.
Or they are dead. You know, so... But there was a new statistics that came out recently that there are actually more men than women.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, that is disputable.
Well, they're talking about statistics of men being more than women. I mean, how true is that?
That's new statistics. I think it came from the World Health Organization that actually that there are more men than women. But that is disputable because we've always had the notion that there are more women than men.
But that also takes us to a question before now. How many of these men are available? These men you talk about having standards, having class, being a par with you as an intelligent woman. So what should women like this with these standards and class? And what should they do?
Maybe on a lighter note, be a second wife.
No, that's not recommended. Anyway, so people do it. I'm not condemning it. No, please.
If that man that is in your class or of your grade cannot be found where you are currently working or residing, then you move somewhere else. Maybe even outside of the country. Who says it has to be a Nigerian? Who says it has to be a black man? Could even be a white man. If there's anything, there's this affinity, there's this love that the foreigners have for Nigerian women, because Nigerian women are special. It's only now that Nigerian women are changing a little bit, that they are not real anymore. In the days of yore, our women, you see a woman, whatever body part she has is what she was born with. It's only now women are becoming like the white women there, who are doing all kinds of enhancements and enlargements and fillers and so on and so forth. But most of our Nigerian women are for real. Everything that they have is for real. So if you can't find the man you are looking for where you reside or where you are working, then maybe you need to relocate, because your happiness is paramount. You can't drop for anything, because you're going to be with a man. That means when you get married to such a man, the companionship that you should have acquired by marrying that man, you'll not be finding it with somebody else. You are at home, two of you cannot sit down and discuss anything. You should be at par. You should be at par. You can't settle for less. Certainly not. There's not money be fine, Bobo. Most of our women nowadays, they go for money, for cash. Ego, money. What we call shakabula in Delta. That's what they go for. Then all class can follow, or maybe good looks can follow, but money is very, very important. But certainly, I won't advise my younger ones or any young lady that I know to go for anything less, because you're going to be facing a lot of embarrassment. A friend was telling me a story of a lady who married a rich man, a trader, and the kind of English that he speaks, the Buddha type of English, will ask you, say, how much do you bought this thing? They will brought our light. It's irritating. I cannot take it. It's a complete turn off. It's a joy killer. It's a mood killer. Yuck. So a woman, whether she's 35, she's 40, 45, 50, she will still find a man that suits her.
I mean,
you can't settle for less. Certainly not. It's not yet to huru. It's not over until it's over.
Until it's over.
Yes. But that woman cannot sit at home.
Yeah.
You must socialize. You must
that's
be a social animal.
Yeah.
You can't sit at home and be bemoaning your fate. You must go out. You must accept invitations or invites by your friends, by your relatives to go out, because what you are looking for will not come to you at home. It is out there.
I'll allow you to expatiate on that. But let's go on a quick break. When we return, we'll talk more on that. Please hold on. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is still Omotè. Thank you so much for staying tuned. And we're talking about socializing before we went on a quick break. That's fine. It's good to have standards, it's good to have class, but there is need for you to go out. And you are very particular about networking. Please continue in that light.
Yeah, nobody will come to you at home if you are that age, 35, 40, 45. You must go out there. You must socialize. If not for anything, networking, improving yourself intellectually, meeting people, getting out of your regular abode. And not just meeting people even for romantic purposes, also meeting people for business.
Yes.
Nothing will come to you at home. So every woman, every man must have a culture of socializing. You have friends, you have relatives, you have colleagues at the office, you even have people you worship with. You must accept invitations, because you don't know where God will butter your bread. You must go out there. If you want to live in a very boring life, you must evolve a culture of socializing for your social well-being, for your health,
That's true.
for your business, for your life. It's very, very important. You can't just sit at home. Even if you've made it all, even if you are a man, a woman, you are a billionaire business magnate that we have, man or woman, you must still go out there. You see the biggest guys and women in this country, they still attend weddings, birthday parties, housewarming, child dedication, luncheons and so on and so forth. You must go out there, even if you are not going to attend your family function because of the barrage of questions or unpleasant and uncharitable remarks that will be made.
About you.
What about the functions, the social functions of your friends? What about even going for a concert? What about even going for a movie? What about even going to the beach? What about even going for a walk in the park? What about even going to the restaurant? Give yourself a treat. What about an all-girls night out or evening out? You can't be at home.
You're beginning to sound like me now.
Yeah, you can't be at home.
That's my belief, actually.
That's why people in developed nations live longer than us. Friday nights, Saturday nights, they don't play with it. As a matter of fact, it will be a heavy concentration of different functions. They go to a movie with their girlfriends. They finish from there. They go to a nightclub. They finish from there. When they're leaving the nightclub at 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m., they go for breakfast. So you have several points where you meet people. You can't be at home. Even if you have the best home, even if you have all the biggest electronic gadgets, and you must still go out there to socialize because you can't have it all. And you cannot say you've seen it all. Nobody has seen it all.
Nobody has seen it all.
Nobody can see it all. So when I hear some people saying that there's nothing out there for me, there's something out there for you. Because it takes two. It takes two. I mean, for you to really be happy, you must be happy.
Yeah.
You need that companionship.
Yeah,
I'll say it again, time without number, every human being must secure their future companionship-wise and financially.
Okay, that's good.
I was telling a story to a friend of my friend's parents. They are late now. One died a month after the other died, 93 and 91.
Oh, look at that.
And what was so unique about them was that companionship kept them to that age. That companionship. And they used to go out. They used to go out on a stroll. You see them in church on Sundays. They'll be driven to the church. They'll sit in front of the church, and that going out, you meet people. You learn new things. You get information. Information, they say, is power. So you cannot be at home. You cannot tell me, you are there and that there's nothing to do. Even if it's a Monday, there are different events to do, to attend.
To attend.
So you can't stay lonely. You can't live a boring life.
That's true.
That's true. There's too much excitement for you to just stay at home and bemoaning your fate.
And bemoaning your fate.
Yes, no.
That's true.
Attracting pity to yourself.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much. Our guest will be telling us his final words for our Omotè out there listening, watching, about not settling for less. What's your advice to them?
Well, everybody must have what I call standards of excellence. And the standards of excellence should be doing things and getting the things that make you happy. You must be happy. You must be happy because you've paid your dues. You've gone to school, you've worked, you've risen to a certain position in your career, and you cannot settle for less. You must go for the best at all times. And if you cannot find that person that fits the bill or that matches your standard, then maybe you need to move to another clime, maybe in another city, in another country, and find that person, because there is a man for every woman. Like I've always said, you only go around once. And the once, you must make it grand at every turn, at every opportunity. Every day must be memorable and unforgettable. In everything that you do, the people you relate with, the food you eat, the places you travel to, what you drink, the hotel you go to, it must be the very best at all times. Because when you have suffered, like if you suffered yesterday, there's nothing you can do today to make it up. So make the very best every day.
Every day.
Every day.
So the summary of all this is, do not settle for less, because you deserve to be happy. At least I have to clinch that.
Yes.
You deserve to be happy. And aside that, go for the best at all times. Thank you so much, Mr. Willi Sowho. We're so excited to have you here, and we're glad that you're here to share your knowledge and your experience with us. And I'm sure Omotè has benefited from today's episode. Thank you. We look forward to having you some other time.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
It's been an amazing time connecting with you today on another special episode of the program, Omotè. Thank you for tuning in once again. My name is Ogaga Otaotu. Always remember that as an Omotè, life is all about being impactful. So go out there, not minding your status, live your life to the fullest, enjoy it. As our guest just said, be happy at all times. You deserve it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do have a beautiful week ahead. Bye-bye.